Hi, I am Taki Barata. I'm going to take you through the traditional versus alternative education system in Africa. I received numerous emails and phone calls regarding the opinion of the Southern African Training Academy about revolutionizing the training system in Africa. Now, what came into our website in a statement about the collapse of the traditional education system in Africa is actually what I'm trying to explain to you in this session. First of all, why do we need to revolutionize the current education system? What is wrong with our traditional teaching and training system? And why the Southern African Training Academy assumes that the current education system is falling apart and is not up to the challenge in moving Africa forward. Now, those are the key issues that we are planning to address within the Academy. Now, the answer to this is very simple. A lot of things are going wrong with the current education system in Africa. Now, I will just take you through some few examples. Now, the first thing is that the traditional education system is expensive, very costly, and not affordable to the population. Now, we are living in a continent that is crumbled by poverty and a high rate of unemployment, and only very few people can afford actually the cost of education in Africa. Now, if we have to expect Africa to achieve the MDG, we need at least to have many people as educated as possible. Now, the second thing, in our opinion, is that the current education system is not accessible at all. Now, many students are obliged to walk long distances to access schools, and that is not acceptable. Even those who can afford to pay, the capacity to accommodate all the students in our universities and colleges is actually lacking. So only few students can be accepted, and we have long waiting lists in our universities, in colleges. The third issue is that our traditional education system is lacking flexibility in terms of time, space, and content of its training. And this has been a major problem because the student cannot decide when and where to attend classes, and this has been contributing in high rate of dropouts among our students, because in Africa and in many rural areas, children need to go and support their parents in farming activities, or there are those who want to be involved in small businesses to finance their schools. They have no flexibility in terms of deciding when to go to school and where to go to school. And in addition to that, with the current system, students are even taught subjects that are not necessary for them or for their future. So students cannot decide what to study, and because the system has a specific way of teaching people even something that they don't require in the future. And there is a huge gap between what is theoretically taught at school and what is actually happening in the real world. So we see that many graduates of our top schools are completely lost when actually they come out of the colleges and the universities. They don't know what to do in the real world because they were being trained in the world that is very different from the real world. And there is a lot of truth in what Robert Kiyosaki actually said in one of his books titled Why a Student Work for C Student and a B Student Work for the Government. Now, of a major importance to all, The current education system still grabs onto an outdated idea that became very popular during the industrial age. The idea of teaching all students, how to become employees. Schools continue to produce many employees within a continent where there are no jobs or only very few jobs are created. So you can still continue to hear many parents telling their children to go to school, work hard, obtain good grade so that they can get high-paid jobs with a lot of benefits. But the irony is that there are no new jobs created. Where are those children going to get all those benefits? So it becomes evident that an alternative education system is needed if we have to move Africa forward. That's where the Southern African Training Academy is stepping in to close the gap and try to move Africa forward in order to achieve the Millennium Development Goals. So if you want to learn more about our vision on how we are going to do this and what is SATA's vision on moving Africa forward, please contact us. Visit our website www.sata.education. You can write us an email. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you.